The first step in becoming the person who attracts success is to take full responsibility for your life. Now, I know that might sound a bit scary, but it's actually incredibly empowering. When you take responsibility, you're saying, I am in control of my life. My success or failure depends on me. You stop blaming others, you stop making excuses, and you start taking action. I remember talking to a young man once who was complaining about his job. He said, I hate my job. My boss is terrible. The pay is lousy. I'm stuck. And I asked him, well, what are you doing about it? He looked at me blankly. He hadn't even considered that he could do something about it. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people don't wait for things to happen. They make things happen. They don't say, I can't. They ask, how can I? Now, let's talk about goals. If you want to attract success, you need to know what success looks like for you. You need to have clear, specific goals. I like to think of goals as a destination on a map. If you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? How will you know which road to take? But here's the thing about goals. They need to be your goals, not your parents' goals for you, not society's goals, not what you think you should want. Your goals need to be what you truly desire. I once met a woman who was miserable in her high-paying corporate job. She had achieved what many would consider success. Good salary, nice car, big house, but she wasn't happy. When I asked her what she really wanted to do, she said she'd always dreamed of opening a small bookstore. That was her true goal, and once she acknowledged it and started working towards it, her whole life changed. She became energized, passionate, alive. That's the power of pursuing your own goals. Now, having goals is great, but it's not enough. You need to write them down. There's something magical that happens when you put pen to paper. It's like you're sending a message to your subconscious mind saying, this is important. Pay attention to this. And don't just write them once and forget about them. Review your goals regularly. I recommend reading them every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed. This keeps them fresh in your mind and helps you stay focused. But here's where many people go wrong. They set a goal, and then they sit back and wait for it to happen. That's not how it works. Goals without action are just wishes. You need to take consistent, persistent action towards your goals. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what gets you out of bed early to work on your business when you'd rather sleep in. It's what makes you save money for your future when you'd rather spend it now. It's what pushes you to keep going when things get tough. Now, I know discipline isn't a very popular word these days. We live in a world of instant gratification. Everyone wants success now without putting in the work. But let me tell you, there are no elevators to success. You have to take the stairs. Think about it this way. Every day you're building your future. Every action you take, every decision you make is like laying a brick. One brick might not seem like much, but if you lay a brick every single day, eventually you'll have built a wall. Keep going, and you'll have a house. That's how success works. It's the result of small, consistent actions over time. But here's the exciting part. As you develop discipline and take consistent action, you start to see results. And those results motivate you to keep going. It becomes a positive cycle. Success breeds success. Now let's talk about something that's crucial if you want to attract success. Your mindset, your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant negativity, doubt, and fear, that's what will grow. But if you plant positivity, confidence, and faith, that's what will flourish. So you need to be very careful about what you allow into your mind. The books you read, the TV shows you watch, the people you spend time with, all these influence your mindset. I always say, if you want to know what your life will look like in 5 years, look at two things: the books you read and the people you associate with. These have a profound impact on your thinking and consequently your actions and results.